Unfortunately, that is not the case with NBA 2K21 on next gen. You feel like you're going back in time to the PlayStation 3. It doesn't feel like a PlayStation 5 when you're playing a game and it's super choppy. Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know I'm AllCity with AllCityLiveTV.com, and thank you for tuning in. If anything, you guys know that I will always keep it a buck with you. My gameplay experience has been a little back and forth on NBA 2K21 for next gen. I really enjoyed the build I created, but I think the limitations from the 2K servers is making the game somewhat unplayable. Now, I joined the Beast of the East, one of the most goated affiliations on 2K21 for next gen. And the game, I gotta tell you, the game is dope. It looks beautiful. Aside from Rookieville and being stuck in Rookieville jail, I know a lot of you guys are struggling out there running with randoms. It's really difficult to run with randoms. Aside from that experience, if you take that experience and put it on the back burner, as soon as you come into the city, it's really dope and it looks amazing. So I enjoyed everything that they put together. The concept, like the vision that they had, is really amazing. But the parks are so laggy and choppy, it feels like we're back on 2K17 servers when we're supposed to be on next gen consoles. Why do we feel like we're going back in time? When I was playing the gameplay that you see behind you is some of the highlight clips that I put together from my experience playing yesterday, and I had a great time as far as on the North Side Knights court. For some reason, the North Side Knights do not lag, or they're not nearly as choppy as some of the other affiliations' home courts. So my home court is the Beast of the East, and when I try to play on the Beast of the East home courts, it is unbearable, unplayable. You cannot play. It's so choppy. It feels like, I gotta tell you, it feels like it's the first time you're on the internet. It feels like it's the first game you ever played online. I don't know if it could get any worse than what we experienced. I saw Agent's video and he was talking about this subject as well, about the parks being super choppy and laggy. And he mentioned some solutions, which is like blurring the background, and I forgot what was the thing he said, like a render distance. So that way, when you're playing the game, what's in the background doesn't necessarily need to be rendered. So that way it's only focusing on your gameplay, and maybe that'll limit some of the lag and choppiness that we're experiencing out there. But of course, like Agent kind of insinuated or made reference to, they have ads in the background and people paid to have those ads shown during gameplay. You have companies that paid for those advertisements, and it would do them a disservice if 2K blurred the background or created some sort of render distance option. So I understand from a business perspective why 2K may not want to blur the background, but if they do not figure out something very soon, you gotta understand, the city only holds up to 100 people. So the city is vast. It is really large. So it ain't like 100 people could fill the city with everything you got going on, like Agent made reference to. You might want to check out his video. He made a ton of references to having only 100 people in the city. So it's already a small amount of people for such a large city. And then to add to that, you have this choppiness, you're unable to get games, and some of the courts are empty. It's like, come on, 2K, we're on next gen. You cannot put limitations on this experience. If anything, you should have been working to blow our minds. I am blown away. I am somewhat blown away with the look. The aesthetic looks amazing. But I gotta tell you, if you do not put it together, bring the 2K community together. If you don't have that option, your game is going to collapse. We are not gonna be able to enjoy NBA 2K21 on next gen if they do not fix this idea of only 100 players in the park and the city being empty and parks being choppy. We cannot be on next gen consoles with choppy gameplay. This doesn't make sense. And then, you know, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my experience playing 2K21 on next gen. But I gotta tell you, when I put on that Spider-Man Miles Morales, and you guys best believe you're gonna see some Spider-Man Miles Morales content right here on the channel. When I put that game in, and I played through the very beginning, and I played a few, like maybe like a half an hour past the beginning. When I played that game, instantly I was smiling, instantly I was enjoying myself. I felt a sense of fulfillment, like wow, you feel like you're on next gen consoles. You feel like you made a good investment by purchasing a PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, that is not the case with NBA 2K21 on next gen. You feel like you're going back in time to the PlayStation 3. Doesn't feel like a PlayStation 5 when you're playing a game and it's super choppy. This cannot be the case. 2K, you got to fix this game. It's too great a concept to just put down the drain by bad gameplay mechanics, bad servers. You got to make the investment. We cannot be playing on next gen consoles with 2K17 servers. If you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful and or informative, please consider dropping a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we're gonna have a ton of 2K21 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video.